Welcome to another episode of Hard Factor, presented by the Barstool News Network. It is Florida Man Friday, May 22nd, 2020. Excellent show on Thursday, boys. You'll be disappointed to know I did not get drunk on my birthday. I just watched Mortal Kombat and Predator. Got extra high.
Not disappointed about that at all. Well, pretty stoked on that for you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was great. Thank you.
How were they?
Excellent. I fell asleep. Took a couple naps during that process. Ate a lot of takeout food. So
Did you get scared when Shao Kahn came out of the clouds at the end? Challenged him to another round?
Spoiler, bro.
Well, that movie's from 1995. So hopefully, but yes, no. Mortal Kombat's more of a comedy to me. I like that.
Fair enough.
Great soundtrack.
Yeah, excellent.
Yes.
Mortal Kombat. Couple follow-up questions though for you, Pat.
Yeah, hey.
Have you gotten your coronavirus test?
I have got my coronavirus test.
Whoa.
Big time. Here's what happened. Walked on down there to the clinic. Long line outside the clinic. People social distancing, about 12, 15 people in front of the clinic standing in line.
Mm-hmm. Long line of people that all thought they had coronavirus.
Oh,
correct?
Everyone was there for coronavirus. No one was there for anything else. Got in there. Self-check-in on an iPad that everyone was touching. That made me a little nervous. Then there was no hand sanitizer in the waiting room.
You didn't bring you didn't BYOS?
I didn't BYOS.
How do you go out in these days and not BYOS?
I used to have like the belt rigged hand sanitizer, the one that was on like a leash. I lost it though, so I don't know. Anyway,
Were people comparing symptoms the whole time? Were they like,
it wasn't like no one was really talking to anyone. It was. Pretty,
do you have gloves on? Were people
I didn't have
crying?
any fucking gloves on. No, I had a mask on.
Were people crying?
No one was crying. We got in there. I got the antibody test and the swab. The antibody test, they tried to draw my blood for about 7 minutes straight, just missing the vein. Left, right, center. Apparently I have weak veins.
You don't have a vein?
No, I don't.
Same here, bro. They can never find my veins and it sucks.
You guys need to get your fucking pump on. What the hell is this going on? You got no vein.
Yeah.
Heroin addicts are not showing off when they do the flick thing. That's legit. The flick, like when they flick their veins and shit, that's legit. It's not like packing down cigarettes, which don't do anything. It's really, apparently the histamine, I don't know, can display vein. Anyway, they jammed a fucking like 16-inch swab up my nose. They didn't have a problem finding my nose. My veins was hard. But they got they got that thing right up my nose. And then, I got 3 to 5 days to wait now to see if I have the COVID.
Yeah, 3 to 5 days? I thought it was hours now.
No, bro. No
3
way.
to 5 days? You kidding me?
Oh, my God. Those are some terrible 3 to 5 days.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep. So, that's my life.
Okay. Well, something else to ponder. I was combining a few of your comments over the week, including yesterday, and I was thinking, Pat, your political views may be described as authoritarian leftist after like the question that Jackson asked earlier this week, which is also like essentially communist. Would you prefer communism over capitalism is my question.
Hell no.
Okay.
But what I would do if I made a lot of money is give it away. So ponder that.
Okay.
Anonymously.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Donations should be anonymous.
All right, just wanted to make sure. Finally, V-neck sleeveless tees. I feel like there's a market for that this summer. I feel like that would be a comfortable look with the summer holidays coming up. Sleeveless and V-neck, very comfortable.
All I gotta do is take my sleeves off, bro. I already got the V-neck rolling. Let's get in the show.
See you in 2 months.
Yeah, exactly.
See you in 2 months. You just got
you're stuck. You're stuck in New York.
You just got in a line with 20 people that have coronavirus. I'm not. Yeah. I'll see you.
You need another test in about a week.
Yeah, got to keep going back to that line.
Okay, it's Florida Man Friday, so we've got a wild lineup as always. We've got some scams coming at you, some cockfighting, some drunks, treasure hunters, voicemails, and much, much more. Pat, get us going.
What up, what up? I'm so excited it's Friday, guys. A Florida couple went cruising for more than companionship when they decided to get on a dating app together. Anyone wonder what they were looking for? Anyone want to take a guess?
Sex.
A little bit more than that, baby. You guys ever use the dating app? You guys ever done the dating app thing?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yep.
I've never done it.
I was locked in before technology let you click on a button to have sex.
They locked you in too close? Well, apparently this couple got on a dating app together, and they weren't looking for sex. They were looking for cold, hard cash. Naples Police Department officers arrested Eleuterio Regalado and Sydney Eberhardt, 22 years old and 20, on Saturday in connection to an armed robbery that took place on February 17th. So here's what happened. The lady, who looks like she has Kool-Aid dyed red hair, she used a dating app to meet some poor sap at his residence. And he probably thought he was going to get laid because she rolled in there and she was like, "Can I have a tour?" And he was like, "Oh, you want to tour the house? All right, things are starting off pretty well." He probably gave special attention to showing her the master bedroom, but was very surprised when she texted her boyfriend from inside the home, and he came barging through the door holding the man at gunpoint, demanding money.
Classic.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Classic. That's like the opposite of what he wanted. He wanted to have sex with her, and then she brought in her boyfriend to rob him. That's like the exact opposite.
But they preyed on him wanting to have sex from the dating app, which is what people do at dating apps, Pat. That's what I was getting at the beginning.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, absolutely. He probably thought, "Oh, this is a transaction." Here's the thing. Guy wasn't looking to have a real successful date, in my opinion, because he only had $30 cash on him. That's all he had. That's
He
all
wasn't
took
expecting
off
to have to pay for it, you know.
Yeah, but still, you're going to have to like buy ice cream or something after coitus, I think.
Well, you said Kool-Aid red hair, so I mean, maybe he was thinking
She's a freak. She's
not
a
expensive.
freak. Anyway, guys, they took $2,000 of the man's Apple products off him, which ended up being their downfall because they didn't turn off the Find My Computer app on the iPad, and police tracked the couple down pretty immediately. Yeah, there you go. Be careful.
That's terrible. They were. Wait. What's going on?
what's going on?
We're good? I don't know. Let's wait for
You
Mark to come
okay?
back. Yeah, all good?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
No worries. We can just pick up right at West.
Okay, cool. All right, guys. Deputies in Polk County, Florida, stumbled upon what might be some kind of coming-of-age ritual house for Floridians on Wednesday, as inside the house, the deputies found a full-on cockfighting ring, and, quote, a trafficking amount of cocaine, several weapons, and also a 10-year-old. So
That sounds awesome.
yeah, sounds like a fun house, right?
Yeah.
A 10-year-old what?
10-year-old boy. Yeah, so when deputies entered the home, they found some men gambling with dice on a table, which looked oddly like a table used to fight some cocks. And upon closer inspection, about 25
Wait, you
yards
fight
from...
cocks on top of a table?
You can either do it in a ring or on a table, with like, stuff around it. I don't know.
They're
That's gotta-
acrobatic cocks. Yeah.
You got to have a sturdy table to fight some cocks on top of it. Plus a cage
Yeah,
on
I don't
top of
know.
that table, probably.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it's
also
definitely got some borders.
they like to like kick up dirt. You got to have them on the floor because that's how they
They're-
posture.
They're
I
going to
agree.
ruin that table.
Yeah, it's got a lot of
Yeah,
scratches
your wife's
on it,
gonna
I'm
be angry. She's trying to serve
That
dinner
table
the next
can
night.
only
Can you imagine?
after one
cockfighting
cockfight.
table?
After one cockfight, that table can only be used for cockfighting.
Ernesto, did
Clear
you
the table
cockfight?
for dinner, honey.
Did you cockfight this weekend?
No.
Don't lie
Look
to
at all
me.
these scratches on the lacquer.
His glass can't even balance on the table. It's like spilling.
Oh man, imagine if it was a glass table though, and you can get underneath it. That'd be the best seat in the house.
Yeah, but that would scratch.
That'd be the best seat in the house.
It's like nails
Yeah.
on a chalkboard.
I'm with you though. I like just a dirt ring. But upon closer inspection, about 25 yards away from the table, they found 7 dead cocks, a scale for weighing the cocks, and chairs for people to sit around and watch the cocks go at it, plus the 10-year-old. So upon further inspection, the officers found a shed which contains some rubber gloves, some knives, some performance-enhancing drugs for the cocks, and an AK-47 and shotgun. So just a crazy house. And
I mean, if you don't have guns and drugs on top of cockfighting, what are you doing? Like
Exactly.
If you're gonna have cockfighting, it's like peanut butter and jelly. You're not gonna have one without the other.
right,
Exactly.
the cocaine's like concessions.
It's like a finger
Yeah,
sandwich.
trafficking them out. Exactly. Yeah.
It's like a shrimp cocktail at my aunt's house.
Right.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
that dating app scam couple, like if they sniff out a cockfighting ring, they're not going to come in that house and rob you. It's just not going to happen.
Not at all. So in
No,
total,
they'll see the cock crow out front, and
They'll just
know
be like,
better.
"Oh, let's start gambling on these fights."
Yeah. In total, they found 500 dead roosters and chickens on the property, as well as a trash bin which contained the remains of more burned roosters. And I'm not gonna lie, guys.
You mean cooked chicken?
They burned them up to conceal the evidence.
What a shitty job that
Or
is.
like incinerated it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call
go
them
burn the
burnt
cocks.
roosters. They're just cooked chicken, man.
I think the feathers were in there too, Pat. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I'm not going to lie. In the right conditions, if I were in, say, South America and was cordially invited to a cockfight, I might go and scream at the rooster I put money on and snort some cocaine. I'm just going to be honest. No dog fights for me, but a cockfight, pretty sure I'm in.
If there was no internet and it was 10 years ago, I'm at that cockfight 100%.
Yeah.
I've never
how'd the
had
internet-
the opportunity, but
I think, Will, I was in the car with you one time in Louisiana, and we were driving on the highway, and I looked to my right, and in a cul-de-sac, I observed a cockfight from a distance.
yeah, I mean, Louisiana strikes me as the place as if you were going to roll up on a cockfight, like just in the streets, like that would be the spot. Of all
Quick
the places
question,
I've lived,
though.
I think that would be the most likely.
Do you train them? Because like the fucked up thing about dog fighting
Of
is like,
course you train them.
You train the dogs to be vicious. And we
these,
all know.
they're prized cocks.
Are
These
you kidding me, Pat? You train them hours a day. You put razor blades in them between their claws and have them like carve up like a fake, chicken.
Yep.
you don't
give them
train a
drugs,
beta
apparently,
fish.
too.
It just knows how to go,
Well, I mean, these cocks, they have
Do you
to
want
have a
to? You want
certain
to win?
They have to have a certain amount of like instinct for the fight to be a good cockfighter. But
Some of these owners really love these roosters. And it's a horrible
Right,
day.
you
horrible
have
day when
to-
the rooster gets slaughtered.
it needs a guiding hand. You can't just let a cock out there and you gotta guide it into being the best cockfighter it can be.
Exactly. You got to train it.
I picture the gentleman from Lionheart that trained Jean-Claude Van Damme as the rooster trainers.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's exciting. So the boy, by the way, was returned to his parents, who were neighbors of the man who was running the cock ring, and now, he knows far too much about the world.
He's not allowed over at the neighbors anymore.
No, he's not. They were doing what over there? So in total, 14 men were arrested, and the leader has already posted $50,000 bond and is probably currently fleeing the country because he's in some trouble. But
You think so? For cockfighting?
$50,000 bond. I don't know what he's I mean, I think it was probably the trafficking amount of cocaine that he's running from.
Yeah, that's probably it. Because there's got to be countries that cockfighting's legal in, though.
Yeah, they turn the other. They turn the cheek to it. So yeah, but sounds like a fun house.
Peter's gonna hate that segment.
Oh yeah.
Peter's gonna hate that segment that we just did.
Because we weren't deathly.
We were all
offended.
pro cockfighting.
No, we were just asking questions.
Ambivalent,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah,
I would,
okay, all right.
Back off,
Right,
Peter.
right. Yeah,
Back
yeah.
off,
Ambivalent.
Peter. We don't. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. They could have
Open-minded.
cockfight, they couldn't. Doesn't matter to us.
We're not familiar with it.
Hypothetical. Right.
Open-minded about it. Yeah.
Just
Exactly.
saying.
Allegedly. All right.
West
move it on to a
did say that he
Florida
was
woman.
pro.
Huh?
No, he didn't. That's what Peter said. That's what.
I said in the right conditions, I might attend an event.
And
I've
bet
seen-
on the bird and yell at the bird.
I've seen Wes
That's true.
flip a car moving out of the way of a bird in the street.
Yeah.
He's not going cockfighting.
He has a huge love of birds. All right. This one comes to us from two Hardo Hive members near and dear to my heart, my wife and Laramie from Louisiana. And it's about a 32-year-old Florida woman in Brevard County, Florida, Audra Adams. Now, Audra, she called 911 a total of 5 times from the parking lot of the Monkey Bar and Grill in Indy Atlantic, Florida, which is open, serving both food and drinks as allowed under Phase 1 reopening in Florida. So, everything's fine. Why did she call the cops 5 times? Well, the owner of the bar said that Audra was previously inside the bar trying to kiss random customers. Of course, during coronavirus lockdown, or coronavirus Phase 1. So you're not even supposed to get within 6 feet of other people. She's running around the bar trying to kiss people. And after multiple people complained, the manager asked her to leave. She initially argued and refused to leave until she eventually made her way out the front door, according to the court affidavit.
Sad, but Audra's probably not a looker. That's probably, yeah.
I saw the pictures. I mean, she was probably very aggressive, is my guess.
Well, wait a minute. I mean, could it be she was drunk, right? You're saying?
Oh, yeah, very much.
Yeah, could it be this is like muscle memory when she's drunk? Because this is probably a move that worked before COVID-19 pretty well.
Correct.
Yeah, she's probably just forgot about coronavirus and was like, this is what I do, and it works out most times.
Correct. Right. So basically, after they kicked her out, Audra incessantly started calling the cops, 911, and telling them that the bar, not her, but the bar, was breaking social distancing policy. And then screaming at the 911 operator at the same time, not to ask her who she was at all. So that was like the
classic.
Those were the 911 calls. Yeah.
You know what she did? She's like the flasher that calls the cops, and he's like, "There's a flasher on 6th and West," and the cops come to 6th and West, and it's him. It's him, and he opens up.
That's Audra.
Yeah, it's exactly. Audra.
Yeah, it's like she walked out into the ocean when the waves pulled away, and then was pissed at the waves assaulted her. Like came back at her, knocked her down.
Yeah, exactly. Pat's more along the lines because I think this one is just Audra is blackout hammered, and this is like her like you said, Mark. It's the go-to. Like it's just maybe this is.
It always worked in the past, you know.
It's how Audra gets hers, a companion for the night.
Anyhow, the police were already on the scene, watching her and snickering for the 4th and 5th screaming call she made to 911 from inside her car. So. The cops were just like literally just watching her. So do yourself a favor and go to clickorlando.com and find the original 911 SoundCloud files. It's amazing. We may splice them in. She was arrested on charges of trespassing after warning, disorderly conduct, resisting an officer without violence, and misuse of a 911 system, and basically for just being way too horny and way too much of a lightweight. She wasn't drinking hard enough at home. Then she, fresh off quarantine, went hardcore at the bar, was way too horny. And that's what Audra got in trouble for.
She looks thick, though, Will. She's thick. Yeah.
She's thick.
One thing I want you guys to think about, you listeners out there in the hive, when you say that your girlfriend's crazy, you need to rethink that statement. Because until your girlfriend is in a parking lot calling 911 5 times, she's not crazy.
Ex-husband she has, so Audra once was with somebody,
and she will be again.
In a parallel universe, she's not crazy at all.
Yeah, she's got a giant family. She's the first lady. Anyways, but single peeps, excellent news. There's about to be a real cascade of sex headed your way when this lockdown shit ends, and that is pretty awesome. And what are you going to cool off with and rejuvenate your body with after all that hardcore sex? When the lockdown ends, what are you going to do, guys? Huh?
I'm going to be sore.
Roll it on.
Roll on Omax Cryo Freeze is exactly what you're going to do. What's Omax Cryo Freeze, you ask? It's the best pain relief roll-on. Very important, a roll-on, the best type of pain relief that you can buy over the counter. If your neck, back, P-word, or crack is hurting from all the sex you've been having or whatever else may hurt you, it's an instant roll-on pain relief. This non-prescription triple action pain relief roll-on is specifically formulated to block pain receptors, reduce inflammation, and improve muscle and joint flexibility. The best part is it's 100% natural CBD-powered remedy, works within 10 minutes of application, and lasts for up to 8 hours. That's pretty fucking good. Much longer than the over-the-counter equivalents. Omax Health is offering the Hardo Hive 20% off a full bottle of cryo-freeze CBD pain relief roll-on plus free shipping. This discount also applies to anything site-wide. Just go to omaxhealth.com today and enter code FACTOR. That is omaxhealth.com and enter code FACTOR to get 20% off Cryo Freeze and the entire site. Pro athletes to grandma can all benefit from this immediate pain relief. Simply roll on Omax Cryo Freeze where it hurts and ice out the pain. That's it. Extremely simple. Go to omaxhealth.com and enter code FACTOR to get 20% off Cryo Freeze site-wide. Your bottle of CryoFreeze plus site-wide. That's omaxhealth.com. Enter code FACTOR. Get the 20% off.
Check out the whole site, baby. All right, guys. This one is a crazy story about an underwater treasure hunter who was tricked by a con man. And it must have been a pretty good con man because those professional treasure hunters, they're pretty hard to trick.
Right?
Yeah. They can tell a fake map a mile away.
Yeah.
You want to trick them? You just go get a roll of quarters. Throw it all over the beach.
If I was in some sort of scenario, like Saw-like scenario where I had to trick one profession or die, I'm going straight to professional treasure.
Treasure hunter. You got to be gullible as like part of the job description.
Except for the Fratellis. Well, the Goonies ended up besting the Fratellis in the end. But
you got to, God bless the treasure hunters because somebody has to be that optimistic.
Yeah, they live in a fantasy world. Yeah, they're so happy and optimistic. One day, anyway, so that's how it all started when the treasure hunter.
Laugh now, Brian. Laugh now.
You laugh at them while they're slaving away, but they're going to be the ones laughing in the end with the giant treasure thing.
That's every day of their life. They know it's coming. It all started when the treasure hunter met Mike Torres, an ex-Army Ranger and cryptocurrency millionaire and current adjunct professor at MIT, at a bar near Melbourne Beach, Florida. So it starts off on the up and up, right? Casual secret buried treasure meetup at a beach bar with a guy with outstanding accolades and an accomplished treasure hunter. Nothing to see here so far. After a few beers, they got to talking about the 300-year-old Spanish shipwreck, the Galleon, that was just sitting on the ocean floor just off the coast with an unlimited supply of gold and silver. It was so close if they could only find its exact location.
What a
It's out there.
It's so close. They don't know exactly where it is.
I think I know where it is.
Right.
How many galleon schemes have there been? There's one galleon in the ocean. There's been 5,000 galleon schemes.
Yeah.
There might not even be a galleon, for fuck's sake. Luckily for the treasure hunter, it turns out that the ex-Army Ranger, crypto millionaire, and professor at MIT was also a systems engineer and programmer. Yeah, you see, he developed satellite communications and avionics for military contractors at renowned laboratories across the world. So he offered to create a technology to scan the ocean floor for elusive gold if that would help the treasure hunter.
What a lucky beer and chance encounter this
right?
is.
Would that help if can I create something that will scan the ocean floor? Would that help?
Wait, did you say you had a problem?
Yeah.
That's so weird. I have a solution.
That actually tickled the treasure hunter's itch perfectly. It certainly would help him. So he went ahead and got his Tampa-based treasure hunting company, Seafarer Exploration, to hire Torres, announcing back in 2018 in a very happy announcement on the internet that we have hired Dr. Michael Torres, a brilliant wounded war veteran receiving a Purple Heart with Oak Cluster. And then
He's got a decorated war career.
Oh, absolutely. He's ex-Ranger. He's served several tours. And things continued to go well because in January 2019, Torres made the front page of Florida Today and even appeared on Fox 35 Orlando looking exactly like Indiana Jones, where he was showing off his discovery of an ancient Peruvian burial mask.
Oh, yeah.
That just happened to wash up on shore right on Melbourne Beach.
Of course. If you ever want to legitimize yourself in one of these professions, whether you're like an animal person or a treasure person or anything, you show up on TV looking like Indiana Jones. And then
with a discovery in your hands.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure this guy has a room in his house with just story after story of whatever the fuck that is. You know,
that he bids on at auctions.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. At some point, though, guys, about a year later, the CEO of Seafarer, Kyle Kennedy, the treasure hunter at the bar, realized he'd been had. Everything Torres said was fake. Seafarer sued Torres just last week to return the $100K in earned wages and the $7K in company credit card charges he ran up in just over a year. So
no magical computer program.
No, it turns out all of his stuff was a lie.
No way. The guy that showed up dressed as Indiana Jones?
Yeah. Lied about
you never. I mean, come on. You got to trust the guy that dresses up like Steve Irwin.
What about the MIT part? A lie?
I'm gonna go to a bar as soon as this is over and talk with a treasure hunting company because they're also asking Torres to return his 61 million shares of Seafarer stock they gave him, which equates to about $500,000.
This guy just destroyed these people.
He gave him 61 million penny stocks. The The lawsuit accuses Torres of lying on his resume. Some of the alleged lies are his 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan, fake, a long list of medals and multiple degrees, fake, including a bachelor's in electrical engineering from the Citadel and a doctorate in aeronautical engineering from Duke University. And it turns out the lawsuit goes on to say that Torres flunked out of the Citadel with a 1.3 GPA, and Duke does not even offer a degree in aeronautical engineering at all.
Wow. Well, why you gotta if you're gonna fraud, why you gotta fraud
Go
the
all the
military
way.
too? Why
Right.
you gotta I guess go all the way, but still, wouldn't
stolen
it be
valor.
easier just to
Stolen
fraud
valor,
like non-military shit? Like it just,
I think he saw this guy at the bar, just really went for it, Will. I think he just, yeah. Also, shockingly, he wasn't a professor at MIT, guys. He
way.
didn't. Yeah, the 1.3 at the Citadel.
One disappointment after another when you start looking into this guy.
Absolutely, which they should have done. Torres denies all wrongdoing, though, and says Seafarer themselves are the scam artists, and they're trying to, they want to discredit him because it somehow serves whatever scam they're pulling. He also said he will be filing a counter suit against Seafarer, and that he did get a degree from the Citadel. He didn't mention the Duke or MIT things, but he said he did get a degree from the Citadel and served in the Air Force. It turns out, though, the Citadel came back and said Torres flunked out in 2003, and the Air
that's
Force
what they say.
the Air Force Reserve Officer Training Corps kicked him out for poor grades as well, just in the Corps, and then he never attended Duke.
I mean, that's all alleged.
Yeah, so we'll see about the countersuit, though.
Good for him, guys. All right.
Holy
hey,
shit! The bartender at that conversation had to have been chuckling
he's
his ass
laughing.
off.
Hey, how many times has he seen that rich guy get taken for something?
All right, Wes, I want you to listen up here because this is an honorary Florida man story. This one comes from the landlocked version of Florida, West Virginia. Guys, there's nothing worse than a loud rooster. It's like an alarm clock the whole neighborhood can hear, and it's goddamn inappropriate, if you ask me.
Well, unless it's bragging about its vicious victory.
Yeah.
Yes, they do get one a year or one day after each battle that they've won that they can terrorize the neighborhood with their rooster noise at 6 a.m., but that's it. And 3 named Richard Wayne Ellison, guys, a 47-year-old man from a town simply called Rock, West Virginia, showed his disdain for his neighbor's foghorn leghorn by gouging out his neighbor's eyes to death.
Oh.
The rooster or the neighbor?
Wait, what?
Long time coming.
No. He took care of the rooster's owner, his neighbor.
Shit.
Well,
Gouged the guy's eyes out?
The guy gouged the other guy's
I gotta
eye
say,
out.
if you're going to ever gouge an eye out, if there's a bird involved, that's the time, because it's a main move of a bird to go for an eye gouge with a beak. So if you're ever going to be involved with a bird situation, it's the time to go for an eye gouge.
I don't know. If my neighbor has a bunch of ostriches, I'm more pissed than a rooster, I think.
You think? Ostriches don't make noise. They're kind of fun. You can race them.
Do they
you can
not?
scare
They're
them.
like 12. They're 12 feet tall and they like run 60 miles an hour. I'm sure.
And
they're like 400 pounds. I'm sure that makes noise when a 400-pound bird's running 60 miles an hour in the yard.
What's a plausible scenario?
Where's the ostrich in this? Where's the ostrich in this?
Well,
Yeah.
Will, you're saying if anyone owns a bird that pisses you off, it's a rooster owner. Because this is the rooster owner got his eyes gouged out because he annoyed the neighbor.
No, I'm saying anytime a bird's involved, it could be a crane, it could be an ostrich, it could be a rooster. That's the time if you're a human to go for an eye gouge to the other human because you could blame a bird.
Oh, now I follow
Yeah, you fucking
Gotcha.
idiot. And you're never
Now
going
I
to be
follow.
near an ostrich, Mark, so don't fucking worry about it. It's a stupid idea. It's stupid.
Whatever.
Roosters are louder.
Roosters
Why
are
would-
fucking likely.
I can dream.
You could dream, all right, whatever. All right, guys, Ellison told the detective that he killed the rooster because it was crowing, and then he gouged his neighbor's eyes out because Lucifer made him do it.
He should have said the rooster did it. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Good
he
point. Well,
fucked up
now
big
I'm
time.
really seeing your logic.
Yeah, you right? See what I'm saying? This guy screwed it all up.
Emergency crews initially
He did
responded.
the right move. He did the right eye gouge with the rooster
And then
around.
he blamed it
and then
on
you-
Lucifer.
Oh, come on.
R.I.P. the guy who died because of his rooster. But emergency crews, guys.
Holy
initially...
shit, he died? The guy died?
Oh, he's dead, bro. Not
Oh,
only-
my God. I'm sorry.
no,
That's
to death.
terrible.
That was a successful eye gouge.
Yeah, he really went hard.
I didn't know you could die from an eye gouge.
Yeah, no, that's
Well,
why it's illegal in MMA.
Haven't you seen Spectre when Batista just pushes that guy's eyes into his head?
Well, I thought it was movies. I thought it.
Yeah.
Well, guys, emergency crews initially responded to a request for a mental evaluation, right? But Ellison kind of saved the crew some time on the evaluation part of things when they found his neighbor's eyeless body outside of his home. So saves those guys some paperwork.
No need to investigate, Just
no.
take them in.
It's a positive test.
You simply grab the eyeball and put it in the rooster's mouth and make it swallow it, and you're off scot-free.
Yep. Investigators said, quote, when looking at the victim, the gouging of his eyes appeared to be the cause of his death.
Jesus.
Oh, no. That's horrible. What the fuck? Why is it? So this guy just kills another man over a rooster? I mean, like, get this guy out the streets.
It's not a morning person.
Fuck, man. But, like, seriously, like, you ever been laying next to your girlfriend or your wife and heard their alarm clock going off, or your roommate, and, like,
you just get upset.
You want to murder them.
I'm going to gouge his eyes out.
Yeah.
This is over the top.
All right, guys.
Oh, shit.
That's brought to you by our sponsor, PredictIt. Hey, real quick, interesting shit happening right now. If you want to get in on PredictIt, gambling on news and politics, the stock market of news and politics, go to PredictIt, predictit.org/promo/hardfactor20. If you sign up through that unique URL, we will give you a free $20. So match your 20. You may be wondering why it's .org. It's because it's legal in all 50 states, guys, so get in on it. Real quick, some interesting shit is happening in the Democratic market. News came out yesterday that Senator Amy Klobuchar of Minnesota has been asked by Joe Biden to undergo a formal vetting to be considered his vice president running mate. She's one of several contenders now being scrutinized by his aides ahead of a final decision, according to people familiar with the moves. But, guys, the only name that came out yesterday was Klobes. So Klobes right now is 24 cents. Harris, 31 cents. I'm really surprised that the market hasn't moved a lot more than it did. I think it moved like 4 or 5 cents for Amy. But
I saw plus 8 earlier today.
It's just a little silly. It's just a hot. It's a hot market to get in on.
Is it a smoke screen, or you think she's actually going to get it?
She's the most likely candidate in my mind.
Right. Well, you said that since back in the day, Pat. She's up 7 cents. She's 25 cents now. Yeah, you've been riding her since the beginning, so good on you, Pat. But I think she's still top 3. He's going to vet 5 or more people. She's not the only one.
I think this is just a start.
Right, but this is the only news that came out.
She's certainly a contender now. This proves she's a contender, but he's going to vet several people.
So, Mark, I'm going to use your math mind here. Let's say I bought $100 worth of shares at Klobuchar at 25 cents, right?
Right.
And then Klobuchar ended up becoming the Democratic nominee. How much would that pay out?
I think you buy 400 shares at $400. So 25 cents times 4 is $1. You said 100, so 4 times 100 is 400. So it'd pay out $400.
Easy money. You guys want some easy money? Go to predictit.org/promo/hardfactor20. A couple of their sick markets. Will there be a woman VP in 2020? 52% say yes. 48% say no. Pretty much will the Dems win? Yeah, that's pretty much what that is. And then who will be the GOP vice president nominee? Pence is at 83 cents, yes.
So that's 17 cents right there.
That's a free 17 cents.
Yeah. Take Pence. On the last one, take Biden over that, though. For the female VP thing. Take Biden straight up over Will. Because
you're probably right.
It's better odds.
Those are better odds. Anyway, guys, predictit.org/promo/hardfactor20.
Nice. That was a fun one, Pat. Good job.
Hey.
Like that. Love that gambling section.
All right. This one comes from Z Roland. Thank you, Z. So, guys, Florida Sheriff Gregory Toney and his wife are an adventurous couple. And by that, I don't mean they like to go skydiving or eat bizarre foods. I mean they like to fuck other people at swingers parties. That kind of adventurous. So back in 2015 and 2016, and likely every year after that, just no evidence, they were attending a private swingers party organized by a group called VIP Bliss. And actually check the website, and you have to apply. And I don't think I would be accepted right now. No. Gregory and his wife.
None of us would be accepted, but this man looked happy in his picture.
Why not? Why wouldn't you? Why?
It looks like they're all pretty fit.
They're all pretty fit, Pat. They're all like fitness models.
And the women all have fake boobs. They look like they're having a great time.
Huge smiles. So Gregory and his wife were chosen based on their physical appearance to join the fun, and they're both in extremely good physical shape, like we said. Problem is they were also photographed at that event, and the pictures leaked. I've kindly pasted some of the pics taken to the event for all of you to enjoy, and maybe we'll post the link in the blog, or you can just Google Sheriff Gregory Tony Swingers Party, and they'll all pop up for you.
By the way, not everybody in the pictures looks like they're in good shape. So I think that there is a money contingent that you could potentially have some sway over who gets in.
The women look like they're like in like fitness competitions.
I would say the women will. I mean, they're all in decent shape, but the women are in particularly good shape.
Yeah, the one old guy is probably he probably bought his way in.
Oh, you think so? Oh, you think? You think that guy? You think that guy in the orange shorts?
Well, he might just be a fun
he
time.
got accepted on his looks?
I don't know. Maybe he's got a huge dick.
Wife
He looks like a human penis. There's no way.
Someone vouched for him? I don't think so.
Will, that looks
He bought his way
exactly
in.
like my body.
Okay, well, you look like a human penis too. If you shave your head.
Well, the one picture is of the sheriff with his legs spread, and this guy's in between his legs, and his wife's naked, kneeling. I mean, it's a fun picture. So the interesting thing about all this is that Tony is currently running for sheriff of Broward County. He was appointed by a sheriff by the governor after the acting sheriff in 2019, Scott Israel, was suspended after it was found out that his deputies refused to enter the Stoneman Douglas High School, which was the scene of the mass shooting that left 17 people dead.
That like the coward guy.
Yeah, the bunch of the deputies refused to go in, so the governor suspended.
No,
him.
wait. I thought it was just the one guy.
Well, it was one guy that was like that was the guy that was appointed to the school, I believe.
There was the one guy they had video of, and he was just like
The resource officer.
Yeah, he was like cowering behind like a what are they called? The outdoor buildings, the trailer.
Yeah, trailer. Yeah.
Oh man, so they have no good options here.
Well, yeah. So
hold on. Why does him being a swinger make him not a good option?
yeah,
That's
I
a good
agree
point.
with you, Pat.
That's a good point. This shouldn't disqualify you.
Well, so now Sheriff Tony is accusing Israel, whom he's running against, of leaking the photos. So it's also reported that Israel leaked information that Sheriff Tony killed a man when he was 14 back in Philadelphia in 1993. So this Scott Israel guy is just playing some very dirty pool here. And, it might work. We'll keep you posted on the election. But in the meantime, it looks like Sheriff Tony's having fun.
Yeah.
Sheriff Tony's fucking ripped. And honestly, what all these photos tell you is that Sheriff Tony's wife has fake tits. He loves them.
Yep.
And
he enjoys them.
and he likes to
but
pose nude.
it also tells you that the human penis man fucks both of them. So like that's also like it's like
He owns
you
the
gotta,
house, Will.
There's a give and take.
okay.
You know you're gonna have a great time at every single one of these parties, but you take away a little bit of
But someone's gonna fuck your wife.
Yeah, you internalize a little bit of stuff that might be bad that
Some
comes out
people
later.
like that. Some people
Yeah.
like
Orange shorts guys haunting their dreams, guaranteed. All right, let's move it on to the next one. This is something. Oh man, this story.
This is something.
This is something right here. This comes from Heart Ohio member Joseph Kruger, who I think is a Florida man himself. And it's something I've fantasized about for a very, very long time in my own right. The police in Estero, Florida are looking for
Smoking in space?
no, but almost. It's close.
Good guess.
It's close to that.
All right.
Police in Estero, Florida are looking for a Florida man named Daniel Armendariz. Daniel Armendariz.
Daniel A.
Daniel A. After he jumped into a Bass Pro Shop fish aquarium. And I had a battle with that word.
it's hard. It's hard.
Daniel A. After he jumped into a Bass Pro Shop fish aquarium. That's something I've always wanted to do. And bragged about it on Facebook. The caption of the video of him diving into the fish tank he walked up some adjoining stairs and just dives into the fish tank. And his caption was, quote, "Yup. Well, would you look at that? Hashtag Florida check." So that's a sweet fucking caption.
The video's
that a
incredible. The video's incredible.
Florida check,
incredible video. I'm sure it was pretty.
Yeah, the
awesome.
video is incredible.
I'm sure it felt pretty awesome.
We might have lost Mark. That's okay. We just keep soldiering on.
Yep.
Okay, second time Mark has dropped.
There he is. He's back.
Okay. Yep. Well, anyways, Florida check. Hashtag Florida check, a real thing. Bass Pro Shop claims it will cost approximately $3,000 to decontaminate the aquarium for marine life and fish species, which sounds like just a bullshit thing. Like, I'm just going to clean the tank.
Yeah, it's like stream water, isn't it?
I don't know. I think it's
like freshwater fish. I mean, it's like bass and shit in there. It's not.
They're fish, man. They're fish.
No, he was totally fine. The fish are totally fine. And it was fucking awesome. It's obviously not something that you want to encourage everyone to do, but everyone's fine.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, this is something that, like I said, I've never thought about doing it because I wanted to hurt the fish. I thought about doing it because it's amazing. And when you look at the fish, you just think,
I'm watching the video now. This is fucking awesome.
It's incredible. This is like the equivalent of like jumping in the Bellagio fountains. You know, like just like in the middle of it and just like having a great time. No one gets hurt. Obviously, you could get hurt, but no one got hurt. Looked awesome.
Exactly. In the article I read noted his arrest history for robbery, aggravated battery, and drug dealing. But he dove into an aquarium, so I don't think that you really need to be that concerned with his arrest history at this time, because it's just diving into aquarium. Who hasn't thought about that?
Yeah. No, he's fine. Absolutely fine.
Let he who has not thought about diving into aquarium cast the first stone on this one.
Yeah, if you watch this video and you give him more than a slap on the wrist, then you're just
well said, Will. It's not
super
possible.
jealous.
You know, it's just you just gotta get in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's kick it over to Mark for some 5-star reviews and voicemails.
Yeah, you guys still got me?
Yep.
Having some internet problems here. All right. Well, we're gonna have to call Google Fiber after this show.
And you're frozen again. Someone watching TV over there or something?
Hang on.
Somebody's got it.
You got me?
Yep, you're there.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Seems to be better.
Google Fiber. I just turned off my phone, even though I wasn't on Wi-Fi. All right. You guys want to kick it over to some 5-star reviews?
Oh, hell yeah.
And voicemails?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's start off with Big Daddy Salsa, who said, best way to start the day. First off, you guys do amazing work. Thank you, Big Daddy Salsa. You guys deliver on the political commentary and comedy every single time. My buddy Spence and I listen to the pod almost every day. He was actually the one that showed me you guys, so thanks, Spence. Keep doing that. His birthday was this Wednesday. Wasn't Will's this Wednesday?
Yeah, it was.
And I was wondering, Spence,
my man.
That's right. And I was wondering if you could give him a shout out. So hell yeah, happy birthday, Spence. I was supposed to post this comment on Monday before his birthday because we do the reviews on a Wednesday. But I got pretty loaded that night and forgot.
Hey, Big Daddy Salsa, it happens for the best, you know?
Yeah, I jumped in a fish tank. Well, better late than never. Keep up the good work, boys. Thank you, Big Daddy Salsa. Happy belated, Spence. Have a good
shout out, Spence. May 20th
birthday.
birthdays. There's a lot. It's funny. Like when I was growing up, it's a very common day. Just tons. I always had a ton of other people on that day.
Hey, Spence,
you have friends from LSU.
Go get yourself something fucking nice, bro. You deserve it, Spence.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys.
Corona, do some retail therapy for your birthday. It's nice.
Next
I ordered some rental movies like The Predator and Mortal Kombat animated.
Definitely splurge on rental movies. Don't do the $19.99 ones, but if it's $4.99, $5.99, get you a movie you love.
You know what? You deserve it.
Yeah, I spent $19.99 on Midway last night. It was good.
That was a mistake. $19.99 for anything is a mistake. Next one's from Brennan Lamb. It says best news source for someone in the don't know where. We're just gonna say in the political business, probably. I don't know. Who cares? Whatever. Been listening since the first time PFT shouted you out on PMT. I don't watch the news or anything like that. I just listen to the pod, and I'm still able to hold my own in discussions about the world. Boom. That's the whole point, right? That's the whole point. At first, I hated Pat, but I've come around, and he might be the funniest. Just give him a chance. Mark, thanks for the follow on Twitter. No problem. And FMK. Oh, no. All right. Fuck, marry, kill, Trump, McAfee, or Joe Exotic. Love the pod. Keep the longer eps. I'm going to abstain from that one. Fuck, marry, kill, Trump, McAfee, or Joe Exotic.
You're gonna abstain?
I got it. You want a sound clip of you saying you want to fuck, marry, or kill the president?
No, that's what I'm saying. You can't put him in the K because he's the commander in chief.
No.
You're either going to do the F or M with him. Well, now that you've said the sound clip thing, and now I'm freaking my out.
You just leave him. If you want to K the president, you just don't say it because there's only 3 options and there's 3 people that you can choose from, guys.
Yeah,
it's very obvious. Okay, you're going to obviously fuck the guy who smokes tequila bubblers. And then you're gonna marry. Then you're gonna marry the president because he's got the most money. Well, and then you're gonna kill Joe Exotic. He's already in jail. He's got nothing.
The only one you have 100% correct. The other 2 can be flopped. Is you're gonna kill Joe Exotic. And we'll leave it at that.
No, see, I think you fuck Joe Exotic because he actually might. He would be give you a good blowjob, right?
100%.
He'd be into it.
Good point.
100%. And McAfee's into scat porn. So you don't want not scat porn. Excuse me.
Allegedly,
scat fucking.
Allegedly,
Brennan Lamb, I'm unfollowing you on Twitter. This was too much. All right, next one's from A. Bon and says, Dad Camp. Right? Right, Wes?
I'm listening.
Love the show. Right, Wes? Love the show. Ever since it was mentioned on the live stream, I've been looking for anywhere I can watch VH1's Dad Camp.
Good luck.
Please do a live stream and share a way for us to watch. Go Birds. Go Birds. And yes, I would love to rewatch that.
Hey, Bon, can I give you a little bit of history here? So after that live stream, I spent a lot of time, hours. I haven't told Wes this. Hours and hours.
Oh,
and
I
hours
knew you would be the one to research where to find it.
Hours trying to find Dad Camp. Here's what exists out there. Unfortunately, nothing because iTunes made it offline in all countries. Potentially, I only checked like 6 or 8 countries. You might be able to go through iTunes in different countries and see if it's available, but I think it's unavailable in all countries. Also on Amazon. On some of the torrent sites, I signed up for one of the higher end torrent site it was a membership thing that I had to get verified into. But I did. I got membership. I forget which. It's like the TV one, and the season is there, but it won't download because there's only one seater release.
It just won't download.
So I've been trying hard for you guys.
Wes is huge in the stands, like Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan.
Yeah, it was a huge series. Canceled after season 1.
It's also not on VH1's website. It's really hard to find.
We're running long. I got to speed through this. I'm sorry for the internet problems earlier. We have 8 voicemails. Let's get to them.
Looks like he's frozen again.
Yeah.
Damn. If this were happening to me, I'd be getting berated right now by the person that it's happening to.
Yeah, he's never going to be able to. He's never going to be able to get mad at anybody else for internet issues.
At least you're not in his house with him right now.
Fuck! It froze again.
Yeah,
yeah, big time.
God damn it!
Hugely.
All right, let's take it to the first one.
Hey, Art Factor boys, it's the AO show here from Chicago. I just listened to the What the Fuck Wednesday episode, big fan. Mark, I'm really mostly just interested by your movie selection. I mean, a few weeks ago you were talking about the movie Eraserhead, worst possible movie to live in, bringing up some great movies that I love. What's this parallel universe thing you're talking about? Call me back at this number. The Art Factor!
Nice.
He requested a callback instead of us to just discuss it on the pod, which I love.
Yeah, so I don't want to spoil any movies. I'm actually an idiot, and I was thinking of a movie that isn't a parallel universe. So, but I appreciate you. I do love movies. So my bad there. I would just Google best movies with parallel universes because that's what I did to try to save face. And there's some good ones. All right,
what do you got?
They're usually time travel movies like Primer, excellent movie. The Triangle is a good movie.
Inception?
Inception's a great movie. That's also on the list of best parallel universes. All right, next one.
Hey, what's up, boys? It's Reagan out here still, Utah. It's raining today. It's looking a little gray, but that's okay. I believe it's still Will's birthday, so I'm going to say happy birthday to Will. I'm going to let the last 2 episode closers have been the funniest fucking drives back to work that I have had in a long time, and I thank you for that. But that's what happens when you let your friends drive you around in their souped up Mustang with Nas, bro. You see? So you got to stop doing that, and you definitely got to stop renting them Can-Am. And people will stop giving you shit. I promise you, dude. You just gotta stop doing that. Anyway, have a great fucking day. And, hey, my birthday's this weekend, so party up, boys. It's a holiday. Let's go.
Hey,
Look
another
at all these
birthday.
May birthdays.
Another birthday. Happy birthday, Reagan.
Wes, what did Reagan tell you to stop doing?
He told me to stop. He was referring to the street racing when my buddy had the souped up Mustang, and he's also shitting on me for renting the Can-Am, which I still do not regret.
He got him for all of his car things.
Reagan is a gearhead, I guess. Yeah.
Try one out, Reagan, and happy birthday, and you're welcome.
All right. Here's another one for Wes.
Hey guys, it's the work self-indulger. I'm not going to go into detail to my name since someone else left a voicemail and called me a psychopath work masturbator. Fuck that guy, by the way. But wanted to give you guys a call because I heard the last podcast where Wes admitted that he has, in fact, jerked off on the highway. I obviously have also gotten into that, so I was really curious as to his technique. You know, was it imagination? Did he have a sock? You know, whatever it may be. I personally just phone in the cup holder, obviously audio on Bluetooth, and just use a sock. You know, it's very efficient. Would highly recommend it for those long road trips. But was just more so curious about Wes's technique, and also wanted to put him in an uncomfortable spot. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Thanks,
Wes, how did you jerk off in the car?
I'm super attracted to tractor trailers is what it is. No, if I could remember exactly what my technique was for every jerk off session I've had, I'd be like,
Well, but you've only had one on the road. Come on, you know.
It was probably purely imagination, and I probably used some old like fast food napkins to clean up. I mean,
who are you thinking of? Say her name.
I have no idea. It depends. I can't remember the time frame it was. I think it was on the way back from Kentucky one late night.
I can't leave Wes out to dry. I was also guilty of this, and I didn't say it on the last time.
You
coward!
You pussy.
Because it was just so much better. It was just so much better.
So okay, what's the technique then? This guy's got the
feeling.
technique. He says phone in the cup holder and a sock is what he said, right?
I'm willing to bet Pat's done it more than once too.
No, just once.
After this, I'm gonna assume it's chronic.
No, phone in the cup holder. I don't. No, this was like the age of the Motorola chocolate phone. I mean, there was no phone in the cup. There was no.
So who were you thinking of? You know what sparked it? Who were you thinking of? Which girl?
I was just looking at those exhaust pipes, man.
Mine was probably Jenna Hayes at the time.
That is some strong mental ability to be imagining a person and jerking off while you're supposed to be paying attention.
The thing is,
something else.
What you really get freaked out about is the possibility of being pulled over. That's really
that's hard to explain.
Well, why wouldn't you just waistband it all of a sudden?
I've got Tourette's.
Yeah, you can waistband it.
Just waistband it.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Well, you guys are sick bastards. Next one.
Try it sometime.
Hey guys, this is Chilsama bin Roland from Columbus, Ohio, the political crossroads of America. Hey, I'm tired of just watching Pat and Will dance around issues, you know, not really going after it because they don't want to go against each other real hard during the shows. But hey, I think we should just let them have it out debate club style. Maybe take the issue that they disagree on the most fundamentally and have a real debate. Let them prepare some arguments, some rebuttals, and then, you know, let's do the thing. And then Mark and Wes can be judges, and if necessary, PFT as a tiebreaker. Let me know what you think. Thanks.
Love it.
I think you guys should do the inaugural debate.
Yeah, I would debate you. I don't think there's that much Will and I really disagree on.
Let's do it. No, we do
No.
because that's why I
Backing
asked
out.
you if you were a communist at the top of the show.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I've been thinking about some of the stuff you said this last week, and
Let's do it.
It honestly made me ask you that.
Wes, Will, and PFT will have a conference and come up with a topic, and then we'll give you guys a couple days to prepare, and then we'll do an inaugural debate.
That sounds great. I love that.
Then the listeners will do every debate after that. We can throw me and Wes in for some comedy as well later, but we'll do several listeners in a row after that inaugural debate. Let's do that.
Dig.
All right.
Not gonna dig it when we're doing it, bro. I'll tell you that much.
Yo, boys, it's Cole from Philly calling in again. My last voicemail just felt a little bit low key, low
Cole
energy,
from
so I just want to give this a second shot. Anyway, first things first. Pat and Wes, no idea why you guys are getting hate. Pat, you're always rocking those real funky sort of designer looking glasses. Definitely keep that shit up. Nice and, film star looking kind of shit. Wes, you're always ripping a good one-liner, always making me laugh my ass off in public, so definitely keep doing that. Love that shit. Also, just wanted to clarify on the economics question. I think Jackson called in with on either Tuesday or Wednesday. Fuck, I don't know what day it is anymore. Keynesian economics, just to make it real clear, is basically just a theory that like total spending is what always grows the economy. So it's always used for like real big, justification for real big government spending. So Maoist China, Soviet Union, all were really hardcore Keynesian economics. So do with that what you will. Love the show, boys. Keep doing it. Have a great fucking day.
Maoist China and Communist Russia were
buddy.
like paradises, if I remember correctly, from history class. In certain respects.
Are you leaning into the communism?
I don't know, man. Maybe.
I think I discovered the actual.
Is our first debate?
I think I discovered
communism?
the actual
the benefits of
thing.
communism versus oh wow, that might be the first debate. You're leaning into it, Pat. But
I was fully prepared today to ask Pat to rename himself Communist Pat. If you
Cole from Philly also left earlier one. He said everyone from Philadelphia's got your back, Pat. You're the guy in the city of brotherly love. So
I love that. I love Philadelphia. Johnny Brenda's, man. I used to get drunk at that bar all the time. And North Star Tavern? Is that what it was? Anyway, I love it.
Sure. We got 3 more in 3 minutes.
I got a lot of family in Philly. Love that place.
Hey, this is Daniel in Kansas City. Just heard the end of Wednesday's episode where you mentioned the West can't be the closer anymore. Got me thinking, if you guys had to field a pitching rotation out of the 4 of you, kind of a starting pitcher, a left-handed reliever, that player will have to pitch left-handed, a closer, and the guy you just throw in a blowout. Curious who you pick for each role. Thanks, have a great day.
What did he say in the beginning?
He was talking about closers. He wants to know which of us 4 would be a starter, like a closer, left-handed closer, reliever, and like a guy you'd throw in a blowout. And here's the answer. We're all starters and closers.
We play all positions, all of us.
Well, we're not. None of us are guys who throw in a blowout because unless you really want to insult the team, he's saying like which one of you guys is a scrub. We're all starters and closers.
Oh, if it was a baseball lineup?
Yes. Next one. Like what? Yeah. All right. Next one.
If anyone's the disabled kid, it's me.
Boy, it's cool. Confused Kyle again. Just wanted to say thank you for the wonderful slander on my father. Not slander, but you know what I mean. He texted me after not watching the show for a while and was like, hey, really cool, Confused Kyle. You're really high. By the way, what the fuck? You making everyone think I'm gay. So he wanted me to let you guys know he is in fact not gay, just like the party with gay dudes. Also, is there a way we can have a millennial division of hard factors so that we can teach you guys some of the memes of the internet? Sometimes I feel like something like Machine Gun Kelly is widely accessible to a younger audience. You guys may not know about it. It's not necessarily bad on you. Just wanted to see if we can help you guys out. Okay, bye.
All right, so first off, Machine Gun Kelly said, like, if we need help with understanding Machine Gun Kelly and other things, he wants, he left us at 3 a.m. He wants to know millennials can help us out. And then he also wanted to let us know at 3 a.m. that his dad's not gay and his dad's mad. That
I appreciate all that. I appreciate all. Look, okay, here's the thing about the millennial stuff. Like, all right, we're like, I guess we technically are, but we're like the oldest possible millennials that exist. So
we all are very aware of Machine Gun Kelly. Half of us playing.
But you're right. I mean, we do need to understand probably much more.
He was the guy that Eminem crushed, right? And he played Tommy Lee in the fucking Dirty.
He started rap battling. Then he went into rap. He rapped fast. That's why they call him Machine Gun Kelly.
Look, if you ever want to text me or I'm not, I can't even talk. Tweet. Just tell me if I'm fucking up with.
Tell me if I'm too old. Tell me if I'm old.
I already know I am. You can point it out anytime you want.
All right. Last one, guys. We're almost through it.
Hey, boys, it's Chris, longtime listener from Ontario, Canada. I've been listening since you guys did that show where you talked about the ketamine and from the Johnson Company. Anyways, that was a real knee slapper. Anyways, I just want to comment because a lot of people are leaving voicemails about your voices sounding the same. I found that when I first started listening, but I got some advice for the people who are having questions about that. How about you just keep listening, which is something you should be doing anyways. Thanks. Talk to you later.
Now, he's the real hero today.
Great advice, Chris.
Sweet Canadian accent. Did you get that
And
about?
That's going to do it for Hard Factor. Keep listening. Just keep listening, please. And thank you for listening.
It's our whole marketing strategy.
And thank you for listening. Guys, it was a long show. We had a little bit of fun, got a little loose. Hopefully you did too. Have a great weekend. We love you guys. Thanks for listening. We will check back in with you on Tuesday, bright and early. Have a great fucking weekend.